All
right.
right, there we go.
Boom.
Wow, that's some hair.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you. It's made in Edmonton. Of
Can
course,
you?
I had to plug my city's artists, you know.
Of
That's been
course,
my
of
that's been
course.
my whole mantra, my whole shtick, the whole season. It's about Edmonton. So
Can you
hi.
move the camera up a titch so we can see more of the hair? Yeah, like that.
There we go.
Yours
How's that?
deserve.
And you know
That's
what?
wonderful.
I'm just gonna lift this up a little bit more. How we doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good, 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 good. All right. Woo.
All right, are you set?
Let's go.
I'm
Let's
set
do
if you're
this.
set. Okay, great. I want to read a sponsor liner and then I'm going to bring you on, okay?
Okay.
Hey everyone, it's me, Sean Prue, and this interview is sponsored by I Am Health, a shining star in the health movement across Canada. I Am Health is a national movement aimed at empowering everyone to take the next step towards HIV testing, particularly our vulnerable and underserved communities. They're making it super easy to do it as well by offering free HIV self-test kits through their website. The goal? To crank up awareness and encourage everyone to get tested. Testing is the only way to truly know your HIV status, and knowing your status opens the door to a world of support, care, and treatment, all accessible through their website. Let's also give a shout out to the incredible support behind this initiative from the MAP Center for Urban Health Solutions at St. Michael's Hospital in Toronto. So everyone, make your way to iam.health. It's time to champion health and wellness for all and create a brighter, healthier future together. I believe in that so much. And then there were four. Thursday night saw us say goodbye to a Canada's Drag Race standout queen, Melinda Verga. Drama, tears, laughter, and talent galore. Melinda brought it all, and she joins me now. Welcome. Nice to see you. I love your hair.
Thank you, Sean. Thanks for having me here, and
Absolutely.
you know,
And the
bringing
hair is from
the Edmonton
Edmonton.
talent to all y'all today. Everything here is made in Edmonton, so
You look
gown and hair
amazing. You look
and earrings.
amazing.
Thank you.
Um, I loved what you said as you made your exit so gracefully from Drag Race on Thursday. You said it helped you find happiness even in the toughest moments. What did you mean by that?
You know, having been through so much difficulty, within this past year alone,
Yes.
I really had to dig deep and find my purpose to keep on going, not necessarily to get on the show, but keep going in life and continue to be the person that I am, not just for myself, but for everyone around me, for my family, for my partner Scott, for my friends, and in large part for my community. So for me, I've had to find, that reason, that purpose for me to keep doing what I'm doing. And that purpose is, like I said, everyone that is around me. And I encourage everyone to do the same. If you're feeling like you've hit rock bottom, if you're feeling like you're just so down and nothing's going on, nothing right is going in your life, find that hope in yourself, in your gut. And you never know where that's going to take you. And you never know who's watching you and who might be inspired by that and who that person might in turn inspire later on.
I love you for saying that. That's so wise. That last night's episode was an emotional one, and I only saw it this morning. So if I've got like bloodshot eyes, it's not because I didn't sleep. It's because I was bawling my eyes out. It's the one where we have chosen family, come and join you guys for the Family Resemblance Challenge. Scott was your partner,
Yeah,
came on, and we all know from your story that when you came to Drag Race, he had just had a stroke.
yeah,
And he seems to be doing so well right now.
yeah.
I'd be remiss if I didn't ask, is he still doing well?
Oh, he's doing great.
He looked
You know,
great.
he's doing great. Well, first, I'm just so happy to see him regain his self-confidence because a lot of that was really going down leading up to that event last year. So for me, the biggest change that I've seen and biggest change that I'm most pleased about is his regaining his self-confidence, that feeling of self-worth, that feeling of like he belongs again, and that he's also valuable. That is the
I'm glad to
biggest
hear that.
turnaround for me, and I'm very, very happy to see that.
That's great to hear. That's great to hear. You're a late bloomer when it comes to drag compared to some. You started at 37, and I wonder what you say to the idea of how it is never too late to start something new, to begin again, to change, to take off in a new direction.
Yeah. I I was 36, I think, at that time when I moved back to Edmonton from Toronto. I was in Toronto for almost 7 years, and I had a lot of learning experience, great learning experiences in Toronto, and I would even say I found myself, and in turn also found my partner there. But having come back here in Edmonton, and it was a little bit more of like a slower pace at that time, I had to find something to keep me creative, because in Toronto I was involved in the pageant scene. I was designing gowns, I was training girls for pageants. But back here in Edmonton, there's not as big of a scene, so I had to find
Mhm.
other outlets to continue being creative, to continue designing. And so I said, well, if I can't put my clothes on other people, I'll put my clothes on myself. And then so that's how it started, because I'm like, I have dance training, I've trained in singing as well, and also in acting. So I'm like, I've got all these things throughout my life that I've done. Why don't I put everything together and try drag and see where it takes me? And here we are, the Canada's Drag Race.
Maybe, maybe it's your theater, your drama training that made it so delicious to watch you when you had what is going down in Drag Race history as one of the most iconic meltdowns that we've seen in Drag Race anywhere. You were not happy with the judges' critiques of your Vivienne Westwood-esque take on that jacket that you had to redesign.
Right.
You wanted to leave the show. You
For a
had a big
moment.
outburst for a
Yeah.
moment. Yeah, no, I don't want to
Yeah.
put words in your mouth. But what happened there, and what was it like to relive it by watching it again on this season?
Yeah. There was actually a lot of pile up of other things, that it's not just like that moment that
Always
brought me to that
is.
state.
Always is. Yeah.
There's a lot of pile up of other things
Yep.
that led me to that point, starting with, just getting on the show. It was a rough journey for me, making sure that my partner was going to be financially okay when I'm gone this whole time. Also worrying about his mental and physical state. So that was very, very, very hard for me already.
Yep.
And then getting on, and starting with episode one, I was not my the things on the show were not fitting in with my fantasy. My I thought I thought my rainbow outfit that was just so loud and so brave and so in your face was gonna be well received, and well, it wasn't. So that didn't pay off, up until the point that I led our group in the girl group challenge. Not only was I team captain, I was also choreographer, and also wanting to make sure that the morale of the team was always up. Like, I was very, very, very encouraging to my team, to make sure that they were feeling good the whole time, and hopefully that would translate to a great performance, or a performance that the judges would receive well, and that in turn would help us do well. Well, three of them landed in the bottom, and one of them ended up going home. So I took that very, very, very hard. I don't know if it's actually obvious to a lot of our viewers, but if we were to
You took it
watch,
personally.
correct, if we were to watch that episode where girlfriend was lip syncing against Kitten, you would see me in the background, and my body language, I had just collapsed. Like, I was just really down, and I that weighed very, very, very heavily on me, up until the point of now entering the design challenge, where I helped a lot of the other queens either
Mm.
finish or conceptualize what they were going to do with their garments. And again, that didn't pay off. So a lot of things happened, and that
It's
nothing
never just one thing. It's never just,
correct,
that's the straw. That's all that
correct.
was.
Nothing was paying off, and it was just everything was just weighing heavily on my shoulders. And then here
Hmm.
we go.
A good TV girl.
That was my most dreaded episode. I really was legit. I wouldn't say depressed, but like I was in a very depressive state for a little while, and then thinking about that, I had to go through therapy just to make sure that
I
I
would
was
have too.
prepared, that I
Yes.
was prepared for that, and what the potential backlash of that. Um, and then it happened, and I was in Ottawa at that time with Kiki, Amy, and Kimmy Couture from season 2, and the love in that room, at that club in Ottawa, was just tremendous. That
Well,
I couldn't
amazing.
help but feel happy,
Oh,
and
good.
I didn't know that this was going to be a worldwide sensation until the following day. People are like, my friends are tweeting me or sending me tweets, sending me screenshots that this had backfired in a good way, and the
Well,
rest is history.
Canadians can be so polite. And I always think one of the reasons why the Real Housewives of anywhere in Canada has never caught on the way the American shows have caught on is because women won't be as bitchy. They won't flip tables. They won't, be as intense as American women
Right,
will be. But
right.
you on Drag Race losing your mind the way you did was
Yes,
I mean I don't like tossing the word iconic around because it's too overused, but it
right.
was
It is, yeah.
iconic. It was
Yeah.
truly iconic. And P.S. I liked what you did with the jacket. I
I mean,
liked it.
a lot of people, I mean,
I
now
liked
a
it.
lot of people do. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I said, it backfired in a good way. Meaning like the result of that whole episode and the look itself, like it's had the complete opposite effect of what I was thinking it would. I was
Yes.
literally dreading that episode, and now here I am, being
But you're
called.
owning it. So that's why it's
Oh,
having the opposite effect because you're owning
come
it. You're
on.
not running away from it. Yeah.
100%. I stand
Yeah.
behind what I did, and like I said on the show, I said what I said.
I said what I said. I want to ask you about the queer scene in Edmonton. I've
Yes.
lived in Toronto most of my adult life, in the gay village most of my adult life. So it's easy to take for granted that things are easy breezy, cover girl everywhere. And I just wondered if you would explain to some of our viewers who maybe feel the same as me, who don't understand, what is it like to be queer in Edmonton?
It's actually blossomed so much.
Has it?
Um, yeah, in the past 7 years alone, or well, what are we now? 9 years that I've been back here. It's
Okay.
blossomed so much. It took a little bit of a backstory. It took me leaving Edmonton twice to find myself, just because I found myself not really blossoming here and growing. And the second time, like I said, that I left, I went to Toronto. I was there for 7 years. When I came back here, I started to see the beginnings of a community that's starting to really flourish and
Hmm.
starting to come to life, where everyone just feels included and free to be themselves. And
And
I love
safe?
safe, and I
Mm,
love that.
that's
And
amazing.
I felt for myself, I want to be a part of that. I want to help. I want to help build that. And that's how you build a community. That's how you help build a city, not by leaving, but by being
Sticking
there, being a
around.
part of it.
Yeah.
And getting your hands dirty, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
It's all
I
part of.
applaud you for that. I applaud you for that.
Thank you.
What did you learn about yourself doing Drag Race?
That I can
Throw
I
a
can
throw a hissy
I
fit.
well, I've always had a propensity for that. One thing that I've definitely learned is that I can embrace myself fully and completely, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Um, you know, I doing drag, I tend to like to filter what I say, what I do, or even how I present myself on social media. But then here we are on reality TV. All your bad angles are covered. Everything is seen, and then you're airing
Hmm.
out your essentially your dirty laundry to the world. You're
Mm.
telling them your story. You're telling them the pain that you have suffered and endured and survived. And that's not something that I used to like. That's not something that I was comfortable with. But thinking of again whom I might inspire, who might be watching the show and
Yes.
might feel like um, they needed something out of life. I wanted to be able to touch those people, and hopefully, like I said, in turn, they can pay it forward and inspire other people. That's really what allowed me to free myself, liberate myself, and just let it all out there.
Well, in the doing, you reap the benefit of helping others, but you also reap the benefit of for yourself of going into a lane
Yes,
and being authentic and showing yourself warts and all. You get the great benefit of living authentically and all that comes with that. I think one of the
yes.
things I enjoyed most about you was the great gusto that you brought to everything that you did. I appreciated that very much about you. I appreciate you coming on and talking to me today. And I wish you all
Thank
the
you so
best,
much.
Melinda Verga.
Thank you so much for having me
Absolutely.
here today, Sean.
So if you've been watching this coming Tuesday, I'm going to talk to all four finalists ahead of Thursday's Drag Race finale, and then talking again to the winner on Friday. So do subscribe, hit the notification button. Don't make sure you don't miss these conversations. Also visit thegayguidenetwork.com where you can see them all there, past and future, or hear them on the Sean Prue Show next weekend on SiriusXM Canada Talks channel 167. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you again, Melinda Verga. Wish you joy. She can really throw a seed.
Thank you so much. Have a
Well
great day.
done. Okay, cheers. Bye.
Bye bye.
Really great. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right,
My
cheers.
pleasure. My honor. Thank you.